What do you believe? That's the first thing my professor said to us in my Emerging Issues in the Modern Era course. This class was made to create space for conversations about the emerging issues of our time, cultivating both critical thinking and empathy. For this class, we all were assigned a semester-long research project on a topic of our choice. I chose to research religion, specifically 5 of the world's major religious traditions: Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam. Religion is a highly controversial topic. And because of that controversy, along with the rapid technological innovation we've seen in just the past 5 years alone, people are questioning whether studying religion is even valid, valuable, or relevant in the 21st century. I believe it is. This project has shown me that. Over this past semester, I have conducted research, visited temples and churches, and engaged in interviews that have given me a true appreciation for the question my professor asked us on the very first day of classes. What do you believe? It's a simple question, but an important one. After all, it is our beliefs that shape the way we engage with the world around us and the people in it. This is the What Do You Believe project. Okay. Hi, I'm Kyla. Today is the first day of classes. I only had one class today, and it was my Emerging Issues in the Modern Era class. I signed up for this class to fulfill a general education requirement, so I wasn't expecting to go into the first day of classes and be assigned a semester-long research project. But I think it's going to be fine because this class seems really, really interesting so far, and we get to choose our own topic for our project. My professor said to choose a topic that would push us, challenge us intellectually, and shift our worldview. So I think I'm going to do my project on religion, which is super broad and maybe a challenging or tricky topic, but I think it will allow me to go a lot of different directions with my research. Like I could talk about religious nationalism, religious wars, or even how different religions view love. I think it'll be a little bit challenging though because of how complex and controversial religion is, but that kind of makes me excited to get started and just see what I'll discover and learn as I kind of go through this process. So I'm actually at the library right now to get started on my project because I want to get a head start before all my other classes pile on homework and exams and quizzes and tests. So let's get started. I'm excited. Before I could start researching any religion in particular, I had to first ask the question, what is a religion? I thought finding a definition of religion would be so easy, but I was sorely mistaken. After doing some research, I found that there is no set definition for religion, and people have been trying to come up with one for centuries. There are over 4 thousand religions across the world, so finding an adequate definition that does not use Christianity as the model religion is really challenging. I initially thought that we could define religion as a system of beliefs in one god or gods, but some religions don't believe in a god at all. Take Buddhism, for example. Buddhism is a religion that's typically considered non-theistic. Emil Durkheim proposes this definition of religion. He says religion is whatever system of practices unites a number of people into a single moral community, whether or not those practices involve belief in any unusual practices. This definition still feels very broad. Can being a member of a particular social club, especially one that has unique community values and practices, be considered being a member of a religion then? Another scholar, Bruce Lincoln, defines religion according to 4 domains: practice, discourse, community, and institution. He says religion has a discourse concerning issues that transcend human or temporal things, practices that are connected to that discourse, people who connect their identity with reference to that discourse, and institutions that help to maintain and govern those practices and beliefs. But again, we run into a problem of having a rigid view of religion that does not make space for the unique aspects of different religions that exist around the world. For example, not all religions have an overarching institution that helps to govern the religion's beliefs and practices. Take Hinduism, for example. Regardless of how we choose to define religion, there is no denying the impact that religion has had on the history of humanity. So many cultures are intrinsically intertwined with the growth, development, and expansion of various religious traditions. Honestly, it's really interesting to think about how various religious traditions have had a role in shaping and developing the world that we live in today. Here's a quote that I found on my school's website. I don't know who said it, but it reads, "Religion is a dichotomy. It fuels liberation and oppression. It fuels progress and persecution. It fuels cooperation and conflict." Religion is complicated and contradictory. It's complex and controversial, which is why it can be so hard to have discussions around religion. But I think the complexity of religion aptly captures the complexity of humanity. So maybe if we want to have a better understanding of the complexity that makes us who we are as human beings, it starts with having an appreciation for the complex beliefs that shape so much of our shared history. Another definition that I found for religion is from Britannica. It says, religion is human beings' relation to that which they regard as holy, sacred, absolute, spiritual, divine, or worthy of a special reverence. And I like this definition because it seems to really capture the diversity of the religious beliefs that exist across the world. And it kind of gives emphasis on the fact that what we give meaning to, and more than that, what we believe in really, really matters. I feel a lot more confident about choosing religion as my topic for this research project, but I know I still need to narrow my focus a little bit more to have a truly effective and impactful project. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I believe there's a story here. A story about religion, a story about what we believe in. And I'm just not sure how to wait. Okay, wait. I think I might have an idea for my focus for my project. I could do my project focusing on the foundation and development of various religious traditions throughout human history and explore how those different beliefs have had an impact on culture and society and people and how they have impacted the way that we connect with and understand each other today. Like, our beliefs are so, so incredibly important. Our beliefs shape our thoughts, our words, our actions, how we view other people, and how we view the world around us. So maybe if we want to understand each other and the world better, we have to ask the question, what do you believe? I like that. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. But that makes me so much more excited to start researching. I literally cannot wait. I'm planning to do a deep dive into Hinduism next, or as much of a deep dive as I can do in such a short time period. But for right now, I'm going to go to sleep because I am a college student after all, and I'm tired. This is Kyla signing off.